sometimes you have too much data and it makes it very hard to graph or pivot or to analyze it. So for example, here we've got a whole bunch of customers, we've got when they were born, and we've got an age. But as you can see, depending on when they're born, we've got all sorts of different ages. So there's a 17.9-year-old, a 68.1-year-old, etc. It's very hard to actually determine anything out of this, and graphing it would just show lots of different size lines. So ideally we'd like to create some categories. So for example, here we want anyone between 0 and 20 to be in a category called less than 20. The complex way to do this is to build a massive if function. But if you know VLOOKUP, there's a very clever way to do it. So you'll see we've set up the table. It's in ascending order, which is very important. And we've got our category names here. And what I can now do is I can come here and I'm going to use VLOOKUP. I'm going to tell it to look at that age there, compare it to our table. Just going to put the dollar signs on, bring through the second column, and in this case it's very important that you put true here, because what we're telling Excel is you cannot find an exact match. For example, 17.1 does not exist here, but true tells it to place it in the correct place and to pull through the correct item. So when I say OK, you'll see it pulls through less than 20, which is that one there. When I copy it, what we now have is a category where we can now run a pivot or a graph and see how many people are less than 20, between 20 and 35, etc.